Hi, this is Paul with Great Bay Area Dentist. We're here today with Dr. Mark Murphy in Castro Valley here, and we're in front of his beautiful office. How you doing today, Mark?
Just fine.
Good. Let's take a quick look at your business here. By the way, how long have you been here in Castro Valley?
Over 30 years.
Wow, over 30 years here. So you've got quite a practice. I personally have been coming here to Mark's practice here for, I guess, over a decade now, as other family members have. And I said I would give a quick tour of Dr. Murphy's offices here. Let's take a quick walk inside here and give us a quick 60-second tour of what goes inside here. Okay. By the way, I noticed inside the operatories in the office over the years you've invested quite a bit in technology and equipment inside, yes?
Yes, that's correct. It's got to keep up. I mean,
how important is that in today's dental practices?
It's critical. We can't be doing things that are 20 years out of date. Everything's been moving so quickly. It's exciting.
Yeah, I guess there's quite a lot of changes. And if we take a look inside here, by the way, there's a beautiful entry and waiting room office over here, and you can see that Dr. Murphy's taken a lot of effort here to put together a very nice practice. Maybe we could just take a quick tour of the facility. And by the way, just a point of reference, while Dr. Murphy's been around for 30 years, there are all those fancy degrees. So this is University of Pacific and UC Davis. He's got his credentials up on the wall. Let's take a quick look over here, and if you want to along the way, just say hello to some of your staff and what's going on over here.
This is Monique.
Oh, hi Monique. How are you? Sorry to catch you off guard here. So this is one of the typical operatories here?
One of the operatories, you're right.
Yeah, and what kind of equipment and systems do you typically use for new patients here?
This is, everything's gone digital now, which is the kind of, to me, the most exciting thing in dentistry, in that all information is recorded digitally, whether it's impressions or x-rays. We use a CAD system to make crowns, which is all digital. Nowadays you can have really a crown in one day. One day is, to me, still mind-boggling, because usually it was a 2-week process. You had to come back and get numbed up again. And the product, when we're all done, is better than it ever has been before. So
yeah, I noticed that when I come in there, I've got all my dental records, the pictures, the x-rays, everything's right there. And
no more papers.
Yeah, no more papers, so that's fantastic.
X-rays, digital x-rays are 80% less radiation than before. The old days with the fixer and developer, those are all gone. And yeah, it's exciting. Things are moving very, very quickly, and this goes back to the original thing that we were just talking about, is you got to keep up. And because things are so much better for the patient.
And what do you think makes for a great dentist today to serve the average patient in today's market?
Well, keeping up is kind of part of it, just what we were talking about, and also being patient friendly. I mean, gee whiz, we can answer questions. We're never too busy to kind of spend a little time explaining some of these things, and you know, patients just want to be informed. They want to know their options.
I would agree with that.
Say you need this and leave the room. You have to say, well, you have a couple options. Some are better than others, but you can kind of decide once you know all the information. So
yeah, that's a really good reference point. Here, before we shut off, maybe we can just take a quick tour here. And I know you've got a patient or two here, so we'll be quiet. But if somebody wants to say hello, there's somebody in one of the other operatories being worked on, and you can see the high-tech equipment there and all the dental x-rays that are up on the screen.
Sterilization room, very important in dentistry to keep everything clean. And so this is we didn't know that this was going to happen, so this was going to be filmed today, but this is kind of how it looks in progress, where, you know, things are kind of coming and going. And
well, that's a good part of it. This is the real business in operation here.
It's
so
critical to have everything sterile.
So all your equipment and all the tools and pieces that get exposed to you and to patients all get regularly sterilized.
Yeah. That's kind of a given. You know, we can't we can never skimp on that. So
great. And then what do we have down here? Are there more operatories?
Yeah, this is the hygiene room. A couple of hygiene rooms.
Okay, so we have somebody getting, it looks like, a cleaning over there. That's where I just recently had a cleaning.
Yeah.
And then we've got another part of the office here.
Yeah, and so this.
And I think back here, this is where the good doctor hides here when he's not working with his patients. Back here in his office. So he's got a little conference room, and he's got a nice office back here where the doctor resides when he's not working with the patients. So. For the rest of the world that's looking for you know, a great dentist. Anything else you want to pass along as to what what's made your practice successful over the last 30 years here, Mark?
I think a lot of it has to do with hiring staff that had your same goals, patient friendly. Gee whiz, you really can't pay someone enough when they're nice to patients.
Right.
And it has a lot more. There's a lot more to it than just being able to do your job. You really have to be friendly and be on your A game at all times. So
yeah, and I will say firsthand that your staff is very, very friendly, very courteous, and it's been a very good experience working with you. So
great.
This is a brief interview with Dr. Mark Murphy here in Castro Valley. Hope it's been helpful to the world out there. Thanks, and if you're looking for a great doctor, come see Mark.